Now bend the knees up, take the feet to the left for Bharadvajasana. If you need support under your right buttock, use it. Feet to the other left. Yeah, and make sure the outer left shin and outer right thigh are parallel to each other. Adjust the back of the right thigh out. Get the outer right shin to face the floor. Take your hands behind you and lift the chest. Take your hands behind you and lift the front side ribs up. Use the block so your hands can, if you're sitting high up on something, you might need to put your hands behind you on a support, especially if you have short arms. Press the hands and lift the front side ribs longer than the back side ribs. Move the skin of the inner right thigh from the knee to the hip, the inner left thigh from the knee to the hip, and the outer left thigh from the knee to the hip. So move the skin from the inner right thigh from the knee towards the hip, and the inner and outer left thigh from the knee to the hip. Charge the skin that way. Now keep that charge. Keep the front side ribs lifting and take the left hand to the right knee, the right hand further back. Lift the sternum up and turn. Roll your inner upper arms out to help you turn. Get the left chest forward, but not only the left chest forward, the left ribs have to come into the back. The left side of your back, those back ribs have to go in. Get the trapezius to come down. Trapezius down, and get the left ribs. Use your hand on the knee. Hold it there and get the leverage to get the left ribs forward. Lift the sternum up. Everyone lean forward to your knees and then turn further. Turn further. Turn. You can hold that blanket, Ramona, to turn. Get some purchase there. And then don't just have the hand float. And then turn. If you can, take the hand further back so you can turn that. Take the right hand further back and get the left ribs in. What happened to the skin of the inner and outer left thigh, the inner right thigh, that has to move towards the hips and then turn further. Turn. And then change the sides. Bring the legs straight, and bend the knees up, and then get the feet to the right. If you're using support, put it under your left buttock. Adjust the back of the left thigh from inside out. Take the hands behind you. Lift the chest. First, roll the upper arms out and lift the front side ribs longer than the back side ribs. And then keeping that length, take the right hand to the left knee, the left hand further back without leaning back. So you go lean towards your knees and get the right ribs in, the left shoulder back. Get the right ribs in. That's it. And lift the sternum up. The sternum has to lift up. Don't throw the head forward. Get the right ribs in. The right ribs, they have to go in. Move the left hand further back. You can even hold the blanket. Hold that blanket and get the ribs in. Keep the trapezius down. Sternum up. Sternum up. Soften the jaw. Soften the jaw. Sternum up. Yeah, and turn. And lean forward as you turn. Turn. Move the right ribs forward. Right ribs forward. Good. And now Dandasana. Now we're repeating a second time, and this time we're going to catch the hand. Okay? So adjust the feet to the left. Adjust the back of the right thigh from inside out. Get the outer left shin facing the floor. It has to turn. The skin of the outer left shin should look at your left shin. The skin for most of us climbs up and in. It has to move out and down. See how it's climbing up? Yeah, so that skin has to go down to the floor. And sometimes it hurts, but that's okay. Move the skin of the inner and outer left knee back. Move the skin of the inner right knee back to the hips. Now take your right hand to the left upper arm and reach the upper arms. Don't turn yet. Reach the upper arms to the elbows. So grow the upper arms long. Move the inner and outer armpits to the inner and outer elbows, even the inner and outer wrist to the inner and the inner and outer elbow to the inner and outer wrist. Move the trapezius down. Grow the upper arms long that way. Yeah. And now turn. You can bend forward to catch that knee. Hold the knee. And if you can't reach, you may have to use a strap on the arm if the arm is barely moving. See, put the hand there on the strap. And then catch the hand to the knee. And then turn. Roll the upper arms out and get the upper arms down to the elbows. Upper arms down to the elbows. See that you're not leaning forward at all or leaning back at all. Turn the left chest forward. Move the upper arms to the elbows, elbows to the wrists, and turn. Is it okay to turn you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, turn. Move that left. Oh, see? Yeah. Turn further. Lift the sternum up. Look over your left shoulder and lift the sternum up. Lift the sternum up. That's it. Get the back ribs into the back. Grow the arms longer. Grow the arms longer. Be in Dandasana first, because that's a tighter squeeze. Be in Dandasana. Press the legs down. Lift the sacrum. Lift the sternum. Let the abdomen be soft and the brain cells quiet. Lift the front side ribs higher than the back side ribs. Come on. See, bring the sternum forward. Bend forward slightly till the sternum is over your middle thigh. And then lift the base of the sternum up. Lift the front side ribs up. Move the collarbones back. But keep that base of the sternum over the middle thigh. Okay, now the other side. Bend the knees up. Take the feet to the right with the right foot over the left arch. Adjust the back of the left thigh out. Adjust the outer right shin down to face the floor. That out, yes, like that. The outer right shin has to turn to face the floor. Now hold the left hand above the right elbow, but don't turn yet. Lift the chest. Lift the front side ribs higher and grow. Hold the left hand to the, oh, you can't do that, Ramona. Okay, and wait, right hand behind you first. And grow tall, right hand behind you. Yeah, and grow tall. Lift the front side ribs higher than the back side ribs. Now turn, growing the upper arms long. Grow. The upper arms, they have to move to the elbows. Then elbows to the wrist. Do you see how that helps? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, and lift the sternum up. Lift the sternum. Keep the sternum lifted. Have that big chest box of the sternum. Move the right ribs forward. You know, this one, if you can get the back of your right hand underneath your outer left thigh, you can do that. So bend to the knees and get the hand under that leg. Get the fingers turned under the leg. Yes, and then turn. And then turn with the arms straight. See, now move the upper arms. Your right elbow is bending. So move the upper arms to the elbows, the forearms to the wrist. So that growing of the arm, it straightens that right arm. That right arm should be straight, but not compromising the legs. Outer right shin down. Okay, and now release. Roll your inner upper arms out to help you turn. Get the left chest forward, but not only the left chest forward, the left ribs have to come into the back. The left side of your back, those back ribs have to go in. Get the trapezius to come down, trapezius down, and get the left ribs. Use your hand on the knee. Hold it there, and get the leverage to get the left ribs forward. Lift the sternum up. Everyone lean forward to your knees, and then turn further. Turn further, turn. You can hold that blanket, Ramona, to turn. Get some purchase there, and then don't just have the hand float. And then turn. If you can, take the hand further back so you can turn that.